9, it says isolate a fault on each station as to the input that is expected and the output that is expected for the pause sequence of operation. So we are now talking about, you know, if you had to fix a machine and you had this fault in it and it stopped at this step in the sequence, and that's what we're trying to really train these students to do, is to identify where it stopped in the sequence, because that's where you're troubleshooting from. On a large machine, you know, if you're going to climb into the logic, that's where you start. You don't work the logic forward 1,000 rungs. You say, hey, I'm waiting for this output to happen. Search for that output in the logic. You go to that rung, and now you start working backwards. That's how you fix a sequencing machine, all right? If you have the logic. Hopefully you have the logic. So with the AMTech simulator, with the trainer, it's pretty easy to see where it's at and which station. With some of the stations upstairs and the other trainers, whether you have SMC or Festo or Amatrol, you know, you have up to like 14 steps in each sequence. So you have to isolate it where it's at in the sequence, which may mean running it from start and seeing where it fails. So it fails at this step in a sequence. Now you've got your sequence diagram, and that relates you now, well, here are the components that should have been outputted, that activated, and here are the components that should have been the triggers that caused it. So now you're down to those triggers and components. You can start troubleshooting the equipment.